Oh, hello. Good morning.
Hi. Are you alright?
Yes. Yes. I think it's just gotten a bit too quiet.
I completely understand. If not for my leg right now, I'd probably be away from the farm at the moment, but you know.
Yes, how is your leg?
It's better. It's a lot better. Um, it's getting easier to walk on. I just landed on it wrong.
I see.
But it's alright.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Even if it's just a bit.
Hopefully in the next few days I can get moving again.
Did you also get a letter from Mist?
Yeah, I did. I've been trying to process that slowly, I guess.
Well, I do understand the need for a break. So. You know, the two of us haven't gotten much time to chat.
Yeah, that's true. Normally I just see you around. Um, I mean, if you want to, I don't mind. I have the time.
Sure. Yes. I was going to find some iron, but I suppose that task can wait.
Yeah, it's
A process, it seems.
I've had to do a lot of mining, a little bit of farming where I can, but with the greenhouse we have, farming doesn't. It'll get you the iron, just a lot slower than it could have before. We actually had the whole.
You can get iron from the greenhouse?
Well, if you trade it in.
Oh.
Trade in the crops you get.
Well, that would have been a much better use of that instead of just putting it in the silo.
Yeah.
I was unaware.
Not a whole lot of people know. I didn't know at all when I first showed up here, so that's fair. So, yeah.
Well, is there anything in particular you'd like to do? I have finished with the chores for the day, so.
Yeah. I would go check and see what I need to do, but I'm pretty sure Lando would not be happy if he found out that I would be stressing my leg even more when that's the last thing it needs. So, let's see. I'm down to go anywhere, really. I'm trying to think somewhere specific. But I guess we could walk around and just see what feels right.
Yes, that would be quite nice. So.
You're right?
Yes, just, I suppose I'm worried about Icy and the others.
Yeah, I get that. It's really weird. I get the feeling this is how my brothers felt when I left home a couple of years back now, so.
Oh, I wonder if it's going to get any warmer soon.
It better. I'm getting sick of this. I don't know if you've ever been back here, but Hershey has a little fireplace.
Yes, I was, no, ooh, wrong button. I tried to move forward and I zoomed in.
Oopsie.
Yes, I was here, a little bit before they decided to leave.
Yeah, it's...
Let me... I don't know where I ended up. Let me just sit down.
Yeah, it's definitely weird not walking out and not hearing Hershey scream at least once.
Hey, it was so noisy here. Now it's
Yeah.
so quiet.
I haven't had to put up with things being quiet in a long time. Well, I say a long time, only a few years, but still.
My last group was fairly quiet. Suppose in this short amount of time I had gotten used to the noise.
Yeah, very, very easy thing to get used to, but I mean, it's a good kind of noise, I guess.
It was certainly overwhelming.
Yeah, it was for me at first. I was I guess kinda sort of a different person when I first showed up, if that makes any sort of sense.
People do change as they grow.
It was more of just, I didn't know anybody here, and everything I was taught my whole life was coming into play around complete strangers, so it was an adjustment.
That I understand.
But I've grown to love it, so can't complain.
Were you also from the maze? I can't recall.
No.
No?
No. No. I, lived in a bunker for the first 18 years of my life, so I'm pretty sure aside from the people here and my brothers back home, nobody knows that I even exist, so... Which
Go ahead.
is... Oh. Which is very much preferred, actually, that a lot less people know.
Well, I suppose that's better than being a wanted criminal in some cases.
Yeah. My, my family did everything that they could to keep me out of that, keep my siblings out of it. I'm pretty sure to the rest of the world, we just don't exist. But like I said, for me, that's the best outcome. Sad as that might be to say.
I don't think it's sad at all.
Really?
No. There are very few things in this world that I will ever pity. An existence such as that is one that can keep you safe.
Yeah. I know it's what kept the three of us safe. Me and my siblings.
Why'd you leave? You don't have to answer that, of course.
No, it's fine. Well, lived in a bunker the first 18 years, like I said. I never saw the world, believe it or not. Before I came here, I had no idea what a sunset looked like. I barely knew what the sky looked like. I wanted to see it. I wanted to see all of it. So I turned 18, and a couple weeks later, I left and came here. Took maybe, say, a week and some, if I had to guess. I popped up here. Yeah. And I've just been here since.
Makes
I
sense.
didn't really
It's a lovely place to be.
Mhm. I was very scared of a few people, to be honest. I mean, most of them upon first meeting are kind of intimidating, I guess. Take Shadow, for example. He's great, love him, but first meeting, can be kind of intimidating, not gonna lie. And on top of those things, Xenius as well.
I can't ever imagine him as scary.
Well, grow up hearing propaganda about him. Even if you grow up on the same side as him.
I suppose.
We don't really sit down and talk about that much, though.
Remnants of a past life.
Yeah, and I know he doesn't like to be referred to as that person on top of him not even being able to remember it. I don't want to do that to my brother.
From what I've seen, he's a wonderful person.
He is. How do I word this? I've been missing him. He's... Like I said, I call him a brother.
I miss him as well.
It's also just, alongside Hershey, it's weird not seeing him walking around. But, yeah. Scared of him a little at first, being completely honest with you, but got to know him and now I call him a brother. And honestly, I wouldn't change that for anything.
He's quite fond of you. It's a relationship I quite admire.
I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not completely annoying. Do you mind? Can I ask kind of a weird question?
Of course.
And again, this is... I mean, it kind of relates to the conversation, I guess, but... Has Zen ever said that he... like... blames me for stuff?
No. No, he hasn't. Of all of the names that he's cursed to me, yours is not one of them.
That's good to know.
Are you worried that he does blame you for something?
Absolutely. I keep thinking about how before the Grove happened that I could have said something. That I should have said something. And now I'm worried that something has happened to him and everybody else in the Scorch, and once again, I should have said something, but I didn't. So...
You know, I've studied the brain for most of my life. And if there's one thing that I have learned from it, is the human need for what-ifs will drive you absolutely mad. Because there is the what-if of if you'd said something, would something have changed? Or would everything have stayed the exact same? You then have a whole new round of questions. Instead of asking what if you had said something, it would have been what if you stayed quiet? It's an endless cycle. One you should not torment yourself with.
I'll try not to. It's just something that's... It's come up a lot recently.
Believe me, I understand. I have made my fair share of choices.
If you don't mind me asking, of course you don't have to answer this, where were you before this?
Well, I suppose it's a story. I grew up in one of the sectors. My parents lived there with me. Went to school there. Got my license. Though my research was deemed dangerous, frowned upon. Nobody could consider the good it could bring. And I was promptly removed. Thrown in jail. I'm not exactly sure how, but I got out. Some sort of jailbreak that I simply took advantage of. I wandered, and I found myself, well, at my wit's end. I'd grown up in a city with no means of realistic survival skills. And I found a group. And like a fool, I tried to rob them. As you can guess, did not go well. They were kind enough not to have my head for it. And after many weeks of convincing, they took me in. Mercenaries, guns for hire, for all sorts of jobs. And I had been with them for the last 5 years, traveling from place to place, taking whatever jobs we could for money. Unfortunately, our last job had gotten the rest of them killed. And I was left to wander again. Until Shadow and Xenius and the others found me.
I see. That's... Wow. Sorry, It's just... It's so weird. Or, I guess, not weird, but like, astounding. Hearing what other people have been through. And then there's me, who just lived in a hole in the ground. Nobody else but her siblings, her dad occasionally, but eventually that stopped. And I don't know. It's just... interesting, I guess.
Certainly fascinating. It's stuff like that that led me into my studies in the first place.
Really?
Human experience is something that is tailored to the individual. We are all compounded of the same organic material, and yet each of us think and comprehend and experience the world differently. I wish to understand why, in a much more scientific sense than most research.
Scientific? Like, what does that mean?
It's opinionated. I will say this, opinionated. But when people think of these things, they tend to think of a more psychological viewpoint of it.
Mm-hmm.
I am of the firm belief that all those psychological problems is simply different chemical balances within the brain, and you could achieve an equilibrium with the proper study of said chemicals.
Never would have thought about it that way.
Most people don't.
That is interesting, though.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was all.
I obviously had to abandon my research all those years ago. But it is something I still care quite deeply for.
Yeah. Well, for what it means for me, it sounds interesting.
Thank you. I suppose that is the highest praise I have ever received for it.
And, I mean, for what it's worth as well, I don't think more than half the people here wouldn't be surprised if anyone else was thrown in jail, considering those other more than half the people are people who were thrown in the maze. So, you know,
That is
being thrown in jail does not make you the odd one out here, don't worry.
that is fair. It's more of the terms of my research that were well, people didn't quite agree with what I was doing.
Can I ask, like, why?
Well, in the sense of morality, it was entirely frowned upon. It was many years ago. Say about, if I'm doing math correctly, 7 or so. But I was researching the virus, how it affects one's brain. I thought that if I could understand that, I could almost reverse engineer it. Stop this plague from ruining anybody else's life. And, well, one can only do so much with cadavers.
with so
Oh, cadavers.
so
Dead bodies. Sorry.
I was about to ask if yeah, because I had a feeling yeah, okay. I mean, I guess all things considered, it's not the craziest thing.
Still, it is a sensitive subject. And people don't like hearing about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Don't be sorry. It's not a subject that many kin are talking to. I don't expect you to know or have answers. I suppose I expect people to have questions, but never answers.
Yeah, I just... There's so much happening, and I'm afraid I'm getting to the point where I'm just not questioning things anymore.
In a world like this, it's not surprising.
Yeah, I had... Well... After the day I hurt my leg the other day, I've not really had, I guess, the mental energy for a lot of things. I was just going through something while I was out, and so I did something stupid and wasn't paying attention, so I fell. That was how I hurt my leg.
Would you like to talk about it? You don't have to, of course.
Well, to put it as short as I can, I was seeing something. And sorry,
It's okay. Take all the time you need.
I saw someone that wasn't real, and it looked like Xenius, it sounded like Xenius, but obviously it wasn't him. That's why I asked if he had ever blamed me for anything a little bit ago.
I see.
I haven't heard it since then, but it's just...
Mist has been going through something similar.
Yeah, I unfortunately been a witness to that.
my conclusion, based on observation alone, is more likely stress-induced. You're worried, and the brain has funny ways of tormenting one.
Zen, a couple days before they left, was just talking about Scorch and what he had to do when after everybody left the maze, and he didn't get in any specifics, but and I just that on top of who he is alone, or who he no, not who he is, who he used to be before the maze alone is worrying. Obviously that's not who he is anymore, but
If I may ask, why do you find who he was so terrifying?
I don't know if terrified is the right word. I remember hearing stories from when I was a kid. Like I said, Zen and I, in a way, grew up on the same side. Though we were on completely opposite ends of the spectrum as far as how and what we were doing to survive. I would hear about how they spread his name, how they would talk about him, how they just it just wasn't good. And then I'm scared of Zen turning into the person that he was before. I guess I'm scared to see him change into something worse, someone that he's had to be before. I don't know how to... I don't know how I would react if I ever saw him change, and I know he doesn't want this. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want this violence anymore. And I don't want him to have to turn into something that he hates. I don't know. It's weird how it works in my head.
It's certainly interesting. It's not a sentiment I entirely understand.
Well, yeah. It's fair. I've noticed a lot of people are changing around me, and it's scary. To be honest, it's scary. Even Hershey. I know nobody else really notices this, but ever since the attack on the Grove, Hershey has not been the same. He's not the person that we met a few months ago. even if it's not obvious. Nobody else has noticed. Or at least no one said anything. I notice these things. I notice all the little things in people, the changes, and how they act, how they talk to people. I was trained to look out for these things.
It's a skill that can keep you alive.
Hello? Is there any farm members awake?
Oh my good lord.
Brocker?
Oh, hello. Yeah, hi, it's Brocker. I'm outside your door. I know that sounds weird, but I didn't want to break in. I am in fact outside the gate. I need to grab some stuff for Mist that they left behind. Is that okay if I come in and grab that stuff quickly?
Yeah, sure. Catelyn's heading towards the gate now.
Alright, thank you. That's nice.
Come on in.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, you're the tall one at the meeting.
Yeah, I'm, Brocker. Lovely to meet you. Dr. Adkins?
Yes, that is me.
Hey, there you go, fantastic. Lovely to meet you. Don't worry, I've got no weapons. Well, I don't come unarmed, but I'm not holding any. I just literally come in to grab some stuff for Mist.
Yeah, of course. Has she been okay?
Not the greatest. Her and Arlen got into it hurt when trying to get their medication, so I'm trying to see if you guys have any.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, come with me and we'll take a look.
Yeah. Antipsychotics or clozapines.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah. She's resting. She's fine.
Good.
She's safe with the militia.
Good. I was worried when I found that she had left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been a lot of stress and, like, Rylan and her together. So, probably wants to be with someone like that.
As long as you guys are taking care of her, I suppose I have no qualms.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've been making sure she's fed. We got 3 or 4 doctors, I think. We got Les, we got Ingram, we got, Aries.
Good, good.
I think they're both currently stuck on bed rest after their injuries.
Injuries?
Oh, yeah, so they... I only heard a little bit, but they went out and got injured while looking for the meds. I think they went to the hospital.
Mist.
In defense, it was like a group of 3 or 4 even. I don't know, but at least those 2 and then Aries. Aries was able to just get out. Oh, the other 2 didn't seemingly get out.
Nonetheless, I told Mist not to be so reckless. Oh.
I think it's in defense of they need their psychotic medication. Oh, Lando again. Yeah.
That's...
The what? Huh, interesting. That's
No, that's an antibiotic. Steroid.
My brain constantly looks at them and instantly is like, ooh.
I'm giving you a couple bottles. Make sure that they take their medication, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Clozapine, amazing.
Last time I saw her, she was... I don't think she was taking them as regularly as she was supposed to.
That's not great.
So, yeah.
We'll make sure she takes them.
I mean...
I also need to go to to her room. She seemingly has a journal she wants to pick up quickly.
Her house is just right next door to the infirmary, so...
Oh, perfect. All right. Thank you so much, both of you. It's wonderful meeting you. Well, I've met you before, but it's probably nice talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm not good at talking sometimes.
It's quite alright. I'm much more keen on listening myself.
Hammer. Wait, Hammer's here. They got oh, that's amazing. Hammer's a dog from Atlas Labs that was caught.
Yes, Miss said that she went back and
Oh, that's great. I know Artie's was torn up about it. Journal. Not the journal. Is this the journal? I'm guessing. Yeah, it is. All right. I got it. I'll be out of your hair. Thank you so much. Very kind of you.
Yes, thank you for taking care of my
Apologies for
friend.
not dropping in. Yeah, apologies for not dropping in or radioing too fast. I couldn't remember what the signal was until I remembered.
It's quite alright.
Alright.
Would you like me to escort you back? It is safer to go in pairs of 2.
No, it's fine. I got here myself. I don't have any food. But I can give you some basic food to just... I always like to give a gift.
Oh, no, don't worry about it, please. It's for Mist.
That's fine. It's all good. Take it. Merry Christmas? I don't know. Alright, I'll be heading out now. Merry Christmas, both of you, I think.
I gotta follow you out so that we can at least close the gate.
Yeah.
I was able to close it, but yeah. Right.
Give Mist my regard, please. I am quite worried about her.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, here's your update. She's fine. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry as much about her. Sometimes I triple my words. Apologies.
It's quite alright.
So fair, yeah.
I would also a little like to apologize about the somewhat aggression at last visit, Lexi. I just...
It's sorry, we have a lot of low-hanging things here.
I was like, what did I even... Yeah, Rylan runs his mouth, but we don't want to get him hurt, so it's just protection.
I understand. You don't need to apologize, it's fine.
Yeah.
I would be had I been in your shoes, I'd probably be the same way, to be honest.
Yeah, that's something. If Mist was coming to the militia, talking about stuff, you'd probably be protective. All right. Thank you both so much. Have a wonderful time.
Of course. Be safe on your journey.
See you around. Bye.
Well, that scared me half to death initially.
Are you okay?
I just wasn't expecting it. It was so loud.
Yeah. Rocker... friendly, but can be loud. They actually don't know. They are...
Well, they seem sweet.
I was gonna say, from the few interactions I've had with them, they seem to be pretty sweet. That's why I had this egg.
Oh.
Oh.
A shame.
Damn. I thought we could have Dr. C. Hick in part 5. God damn it. running joke in the farm that we love to use to annoy Via with.
Sorry, as we were.
As we were, yes. Put that, there we go.
Oh.
What were we talking about? I don't remember.
I could not recall. Oops, my bad. Sorry, I just threw my Gatorade across my room.
Oh my god! How did that happen?
I get really bad hand tics.
Oh no!
And I was trying to drink my Gatorade.
Oh no! No!
Thank God it was closed.
Oh my god. Thank goodness.
Oops.
Oops. Oops. Oopsies. And I know this is absolutely not the same thing, but while we're talking out of character, kind of, there are times where it's like high stress in the SMP, right? Like when the scare with Lucky happened, for example. Still loved that lore, it was so fun. But I started genuinely shaking so bad. So like when I would like hold my mouse, part of it was intentional, but like intentional that Lexi was shaking, but another part of it was just me genuinely shaking.
It's so funny.
And I was just like, ooh.
Look, I'm not out of character. I'm not gonna lie. I have been seeing the Xenius hallucination. And
No, I know.
I opened up the door to Xenius's bedroom because I was looking for a blast furnace, and he was just there, and my heart fucking sank.
Oh my god.
Like, I completely just broke a character and just went. Because
That's
I legit
wild.
didn't know how to react. Oh,
Bro,
it was so silly.
Oh my god, me thinks back to a couple days ago where Lexi saw Zen, but it wasn't Zen.
Cause like, I genuinely wasn't expecting this yet. I know when this is supposed to happen, and it's not yet.
Not yet! Oh my god, that's wild.
So every now and then I'll just be walking down and he'll just like appear in a tree and I'll be like, oh.
I've been watching him do it because I'm just like, I'm just gonna sit here and act like I don't.
That was my response was, haha, I'm gonna really. Sorry, I know that we're so out of character, but like, imagine the blast furnace, because I finally found it. Like right here,
Yeah.
right? I'm looking, I see him like right there, right in my peripheral.
Oh.
I stare and go, you know, I'm just gonna focus on this right there.
Yeah, he's. Oh my god, when we started doing Lexi's hallucination thing the other day, he didn't tell me when he was coming over, so I just hear my name. I just hear, and it was really loud for some reason. So I just hear, like on the right side, just like Lexi, and I'm just like, bitch, hello.
Like it was.
It scared the shit out of me.
Oh my god, it caught me so off guard. Ooh.
I was like, bro, please.
I'm like so paranoid that every little bit of movement I see is him now. Like,
I'm in free cam and every now and then I'll like click like the button I have to like adjust the camera, literally just so that I can look around and see if he's nearby.
I know.
I have some silly screenshots from today.
yes. Oh my god, you'll have to send them to me.
I will.
Sorry. It's just like, because I was so out of character when it happened too, because I was like, man, nobody's here to do lore with, so I'm just gonna sit here and talk to my chat and find some iron. And then
And then a man just pops up. Listen, for most people, that's a good thing, but like in this context, no.
And with the new skin too, it's absolutely
Yeah.
horrifying.
Trying to talk to you when I first did, like at your house and just like in the corner.
I
seeing
know,
Zen up in
I
the
saw
tree. I'm like,
I saw
bro.
him on the map behind me and I was like, I'm so scared to turn around. I'm so scared to turn around. Like, I actually DM'd him when he did it one time and I went, hey bud, that's actually horrifying. Ooh. Ooh, sorry, now that that's out of the way.
We have it out of our systems now. We're good.
Yeah, lock it back in character.
Lock in. Blah blah blah.
You know what? I'm gonna walk away for 2 seconds and get a drink. That isn't my Gatorade that I tried to throw.
Okay. Well, I don't know if T's chat can still hear me. If y'all can hear me, hi chat. How's it going? I have the stream pulled up. I can see you guys. Hi. Hello, hello. How many channel points do I have? Oh, I can't really redeem anything super silly yet. Actually, could I? No. No, I can't. God damn it. Does this work? Does the head pats work? I need to know. I don't think so. Damn. Well, you know. Anyways, hi chat. Hi chat. Oh my fucking god. You you evil motherfucker.
Oh wait, I can make this so much better.
You're gonna scare the shit out of them. Don't stop! They're also in F5, so they can't see, like, the front. You need to, like, turn around. Turn around a little bit.
Oh, so what you're saying is I need to... Oh, tell me when I'm out of frame.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Is this far enough?
Why I have hella stream delay? A little bit more. Keep going.
Okay.
Okay, you're good. Never mind.
Oh,
You're fine.
okay. Hey.
The stream delay is so real. Chat, don't tell them.
Chat, don't tell them.
Don't tell them. Also, I'm upset with you right now.
Oh, is it because of the...
Yeah. What I
not
just
had-
what I just asked you.
I've not had any time. I'm sorry. I will be writing it tonight, though. Just for you. I'm writing it.
Yay! I'm so excited. Yay! God damn, I love these two so much. Anyway.
They're so silly.
They are. I love them. You're gonna just keep thinking about. You're gonna give T a heart attack.
How long has T been away for?
Like a minute or two. They said they were gonna go get a drink, so.
Oh, okay. I should probably.
They had accidentally, chucked their drink by accident. Thankfully, it didn't go, like, anywhere. It was fine, but, like, they went to go get other drink. Anyway. Wait, I know a silly I can do. Wait, no. No. This one. It's these one. Should look at that. Give it back! I need it for lore reasons. Uh-oh. Please. Okay. You look so scary. No more voice. Hey chat, just so y'all know, I got some really good screenshots from today. Just saying. You guys are about to get fed, alright? Just trust. Trust. Now you put that shit away. Wait a minute, are you back? Oh wait, move back more. You're back in frame, move. Go back. Okay. Well, chat, how we feeling today? How was everyone's day? I didn't realize they were gonna be gone this long. Being so straight up. Hmm.
Hi, sorry, that took me a minute longer than I planned. I started having an actual panic attack.
Oh my god, wait, are you good? Are you okay? Like, actually?
Oh.
Me.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. You're fine. You're so fine. You are so good.
I, like, stood up, and everything felt fake.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Cool. Cool, I'm okay. We're cool. We're cool. We're fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Thank you for the head pats. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I was trying to find out if it would work.
That only works if I have my like actual model on. My PNG model, I have to physically turn it on. So I physically turned it on.
Oh, okay. It's just stuck like that now because it's still going.
Oh, I have it on a 5-minute timer. I can turn this on and off, whatever. But people really like head pats on my Twitch, so I have to set it on a timer. Otherwise they make it never go away.
I love it. I love that.
They take care of me aggressively, and then they throw buildings at me.
They take care of me aggressively and then throw buildings at me?
So I don't have it up right now, but I have this thing where you can throw things at my model.
Oh, I see.
And I added custom models to it, one of which is a low poly Burger King and a low poly McDonald's. So
I love it.
they can
That's
just
perfect.
throw actual buildings at me.
Wait, you said it's not on right now?
No, it's not on right now. Please don't waste your points.
Aw, damn it. You gotta let me know when it's on.
Isk.
So.
What does that mean? What? What? Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I know. I have your stream up on my other monitor so I can see what's happening from your point of view too.
Okay, we gotta lock in. I'm being told to lock in.
Oh, okay, yep, log in. Yes,
Whew. So, I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
I think last thing I remember was talking about, we might have been further along than this, but that's just what I remember. Talking about like my view on Zen, I think?
Oh, yes, yes.
Obviously that view has changed a lot since getting to know him, but
May I ask you a hypothetical that you may not quite enjoy?
I guess so.
If you were to find out that he was reverting, would you leave?
No.
Good.
I care a lot about people here, and I care a lot about him. I wouldn't want him to... Well, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't want him to... I know he wouldn't be alone, but I'd like to be another hand here to help him if that were to happen.
Quite noble of you.
I care a lot about the people that I love and respect. So
It's a sentiment I have only recently discovered.
I'm realizing in this sort of world that we live in that it's a sentiment not as common as I would like to believe it is.
Unfortunately, it's not.
Last couple months showed me that.
It's a belief that I was raised with. That care for another being is conditional.
I see. Sorry, I love the stars. If I just start looking, if I just start looking up here randomly, I promise I'm paying attention. I'm just.
No, it's fine. I love the stars as well. A guilty pleasure of mine, I assume. Presume. Wrong word.
One of the many things I'd never had until a few years ago.
Something I had taken for granted. My lord, can I speak?
We did just get spooked by Rocker, so, you know, fair enough. Glad to know that the militia is not, or Brocker at the very least isn't upset with me. That was something I was pretty concerned about. So it's good to know.
I find it fascinating. People care what they think.
I mean, outside of... I realize that I have a lot of sympathy for people, even for people who may not necessarily deserve it. Outside of that, though, it's... I think that the militia, if provoked enough, could, like, be a very dangerous group of people.
They absolutely can.
I just don't want something... I don't want something to happen. I worry about their opinions, a good chunk of it being because I worry about the safety of this place. So...
That is a sentiment I can understand. One of the more reasonable people I've spoken to here.
I appreciate that. Ollie, one of my older brothers, I guess, in a way, taught me to think like that, if that makes sense.
What was it like, having siblings?
It's, well, I'm learning that siblings for everybody is very different. Not everyone's relationship with their siblings is going to be the same, and I think I got probably the best option for siblings. I was basically raised by them. They are. They're 8 years older than me. Two completely different personalities. Jax was always the one protecting. He was the one who taught me how to fight. And Ollie was always the one trying to think 5 steps ahead. Taught me to think more strategically. They always worked insanely well together. I'm convinced that's how we survived as long as we did. After our father disappeared, it was completely on them. And God, did they step up. They were always good to me. They taught me everything I know. They made sure I was always safe. I am just the little sister. So, if not each other, their first priority was me. I'm insanely lucky to have them as siblings. But like I said, sibling relationships for everybody is different. Not everyone was as close as myself, Jax, and Ollie are. I hope that answers the question.
It does. Gives me a unique perspective onto your life.
Really?
Most things will.
It's fair enough. I grew up a little differently than everyone else here, so that on top of, well, I realize I'm different from other people here in the sense that everybody else has been through so much more and understands so much more than I probably ever will. Which is, I don't know. It's a weird thing to say.
It's understandable. There are things that, well, only an individual could experience. My home life was quite different from yours.
That's how it sounds. You don't have to talk about it, of course, but I'm not gonna stop you if you want to.
It was just, well, it was certainly an interesting way to grow up. My parents were terrible creatures. My father was ever neglectful, the better of the two. Well, he had taught me that love was conditional. If you were not doing something with your life, you were a failure. And nothing I ever did was good enough for him. And my mother, oh my mother. She had much more creative outlets for her frustrations. She would, well, her favorite form of punishment, whenever she got mad, whether at me or simply the world, she would turn on the stove and place my hand on it until it blistered and bled. For years. Miserable things they were.
I'm not sure how much it's worth, but I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. They got their due diligence, and they were put to good use. It's because of them I pursued the field of study that I did.
I see. I guess I don't really have any stories of my parents, so I don't know. I never got to meet my mom, and I saw Dad maybe twice, 3 times in my life for a short day. So, I don't know.
Well, sounds you were cared for. Something one can appreciate.
Mm-hmm. I definitely was.
You're cared for here as well. Don't forget that.
Right, of course.
I know that Xenius adores you. As well as the Doctor and Mist. I always hope that I'm able to be the same, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, be there for them as much as they are for me. Have confidence in yourself. They would not care for you. They did not think you were worthy of something. Be that company, your talent, or whatever other reason.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. After the last few days, I think I needed to hear that.
Of course. It's getting quite cold outside. Shall we move Elsewhere.
Yeah, probably. Do you have somewhere specific or?
Well, the tavern is usually quite warm.
Oh yeah, true.
Although I have spent most of my time in the medical bay, so I suppose that's the area I'm most
Yeah.
familiar.
Well, the tavern's always warm, always usually a cozy spot, so I don't mind going there.
Right, of course. Let us go. You think that he's alright, right?
Xenius?
Yes.
I think so.
But
I know that he's definitely very capable, so. Are we going
Oh,
to the
I'm sorry.
tavern?
I'm getting lost. Oh,
Okay.
my mind is elsewhere.
No, it's alright. It's okay. It's alright. I remember I first showed up here and I was also always very lost. So I understand.
You know, I had never gotten a chance to, but thank you.
Of course. I'm always around if anyone needs to talk. I'm more than happy to listen.
Well,
If at the very least, me being there to listen helps, then I'm always happy to do so.
not only that, but none of you had to take me in. You were kind to do so. Especially because I was a stranger.
Uh-huh. You're not alone in thinking that. I think that all the time still. It's been 2 years and I'm still there with you. So you okay?
Yes, sorry.
Mhm.
I believe my anxiety is getting the best of me. Perhaps lack of sleep.
Yeah. If you need to head back to yours, I totally get it. I understand.
No. I'm quite enjoying our conversation.
All right.
Would you like something to drink? I'm sure they wouldn't mind me behind the bar for once.
I'm okay, thank you. I don't usually. Saturn gave me alcohol once, and that didn't go well. I've never gone back.
That is an entirely fair sentiment. Still, some regular lemonade can't hurt.
Yes. Mhm. I get cozy in the nope. Hold on. Position. Yes. There we go.
There we go. Oh, that is adorable. I
I I love CPM. Anyways. Yeah, you're not the only one who has trouble with anxiety a lot of the time. So,
honestly, it's a recent thing.
yeah.
I've never been one to doubt my actions. Well, at least not until a month ago or so.
Can I ask what changed that? I mean, you don't have to answer it, obviously, but
My last group, the
Right.
leader, well, we were quite close. It was the middle of the night when we got attacked, and I had woken up to the sounds of them fighting, and I watched him die. And every part of me wanted to help him. And yet all I did was run. I let him die. The only thing I've ever questioned about my choice. I worry that I've done the same thing with Icy. That I let him go on his own, and
I'm
knew.
sensing a lot of similarities here. Sorry, go ahead.
It's fine. I knew that no amount of convincing would allow him to let me go with.
What the fuck was that? Dude, we need a break for a second. We need a break for a second. Icy's time, motherfucker. What was that? What the fuck? Brother! Bro, what just happened?
I
Hello?
hope to God someone clipped that. Oh my God!
Apparently, well, that was in character, apparently. Cool. Alright.
Yeah, no, okay, that might have been my fault. I absolutely DM'd Icy and when I was promised a haunting. So,
No, literally, when we came in here, like, I was expecting him to be behind the bar. I was so expecting
he was
standing.
outside the door behind you.
I know, I saw that, and then I looked up and I saw him up there too. And I was like, holy fuck.
Oh my God. That was genuinely so fucking scary.
Oh my god. Well,
sorry. I mean, I'm absolutely gonna clip that by the end of this, but like, woo! Shit, fuck, as I was saying. Sorry. I try so hard not to swear.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. We're fine.
Lock it in.
Here, let me redeem another hydrate. There you go.
Thanks. Anyway, immediate reaction to that.
You alright? Sorry, my throat is dying right now. I don't know why.
No, it's fine. Like I said, I've been having... I worry that by me not being there, in some way, I've gotten him killed.
Well, I know I've said this a few times already, but again, you are not alone in... You're not alone in being worried about that. I tend to blame myself a lot for the fight at the Grove. I should have said something, but at the time I was so worried when they were planning everything because my best friend was missing. I think you met him briefly, Sam?
Yes.
He was missing he went missing the same day they started planning, so I didn't. Looking back, I wish I'd said something. Maybe.
You honestly think that would have changed anything?
I mean, logically speaking, no. I know that the person who pushed for it wasn't going to stop, and she was either going to go with everybody or she was going to go alone. That was something I talked to with Zen about, actually. And I know he said he doesn't blame me, and I believe him. I do. It's just my own anxiety getting in the way. I just wonder if maybe if I had said something that he would still be able to see as well as he did before. I know it wasn't perfect before, but could at least see out of that eye.
Friendly, I presume?
Well, I meant Zen.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Many people here with eye injuries.
Yeah. Becoming a bit of a trend, and that's not a good thing. It's a scary thing, actually. But yeah. And last few days it's just
Oh my
like I
god,
said.
that was my actual house.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I heard footsteps. And
Oh.
I'm so on edge because
Oh my. Okay.
sorry about that.
No, you're so good. You're so fine. Listen, I'm just getting some great screenshots, okay?
Is he behind me? I swear to God.
No. Okay. You saw nothing. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, you said that
Right,
and my
yes.
immediate response was
Bro, we can't. We're just two gender fluids trying to do lore, bro.
It was supposed to be fever induced, not actual hallucinations.
Bro. Anyways.
Yes, sorry. Locking in. No, not fever time.
What?
I don't want it to be fever time.
Oh, I just saw it pop up. I have you. Like I said, I have your stream open so I can just see.
Fever time.
Fever time.
Like see, like so, puts their hand on Caitlyn's forehead. Man, you burning up.
Bestie, you burning.
Are you okay?
Oh god. Literally at this point at the farm, everybody that's left here, we all have something physically wrong with us. I'm just saying.
Caitlyn canonically caught a cold.
Yeah, Caitlyn caught a cold. Lexi landed wrong from 3 stories up the other day. Lando broke his leg. What else? I think Anna Maya and Miles are the only— well, Yes, Anamaya and Miles are the only ones who are still fine. I was about to include Sam in that, but Sam was shot 9 times. Like a couple of months ago? This was not recent. That was not recent. But
Sam was shot 9 times. But it's fine. He's fine.
he's currently sleeping in Lexi's house completely sore, but he's okay.
He's been sleeping for a minute.
Brother been eeping, getting good eeps.
Okay, we're good. I've gotten my sillies out.
Same, I'm good. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh wait, yeah, I remember. I get being worried that you should have said something and you didn't, but you know, the point I'm trying to make is I get it.
It's nice knowing the sentiment is shared.
I've put myself through those thoughts one too many times. Probably, you know, a lot actually. It's a little concerning. But it's fine. I worry a lot.
I tend not to.
Yeah, it's weird one to get used to. Weird one to get used to.
I suppose one day my arrogance will be my undoing.
I was always warned against it growing up.
I've heard that it's not a good thing. I suppose I just find it difficult when I look at the people around me and they make such dumb decisions.
Yeah. Many of us are guilty of that. I am not going to exclude myself from that one. I know I'm a part of that. I would probably be sitting up in a tree right now if not for my... 1, if I were not talking to you. 2, if not for my leg. So, yeah.
I simply don't understand how people can make the choices they do.
Do you have a specific example, or?
Sorry. I have a bit of speculation with 2 people we've been seeing around lately. I don't trust them, and I don't like how close they've gotten to Mist. But it is simply... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask, is one of them Rylan?
No.
Please tell me yes. Ah, damn it. Anyway, sorry, who is it?
Who left the game? Sorry. Ominous.
Oh, I just saw.
No, I actually haven't had much time to interact with Rylan. I cannot form an opinion on them.
Well.
Though me and Mist did have a... Sorry, terrible habit of interrupting.
No, it's okay. Zen and I have very, how do I say this? blunt opinions of Rylan, I guess, but our opinions, I think, are similar, but they're also really different, if that makes sense. I don't know. Rylan, his arrogance is going to get him hurt. He is going to say something to the wrong person, and it's not going to be good. Honestly, I'm afraid if he ever were to talk to Xenius again, I worry about what would happen to him.
Mist came to me with concerns about Rylan just recently.
Really?
Yes. I suppose the advice I gave wasn't exactly the greatest in terms of... Well, I don't think anybody would have agreed with me. But I did tell Mist that if things proceed the way that they are, that she's going to have to pick a side. And that she needs to think very carefully about what side she picks.
Mm-hmm. I can see where you're coming from, when you say that. At least I think I can. In the note that Miss left me, she said that she would defend Rylan. And I'm more scared of what that's gonna get her into.
I suppose she's made her decision then. In a way, I'm quite proud of her.
I don't know. I guess just... It's weird. I'm not angry, but I'm more scared of what will happen to her if she gets caught in the crossfire on something.
Well, frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if she does. Not something I want, but...
Mm-hmm.
Well...
I know.
As long as she can take pride in her decision. That's all we can ask. We can't make any choice for her.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's a weird situation, I guess. I know I've been kind of hit with this double-edged sword recently, so to speak.
How so?
Well, I told you about Sam. He's my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And he's... He's the only, well, better said, I'm the only person he's close with here. Everybody else, well, isn't super close with him, but I am. And when I told him about Rylan threatening me that one time,
Rylan did what?
it wasn't, nothing happened. I wasn't hurt. I was fine.
Sorry, I was unaware of this information.
It was something that Rylan just... It was something that Rylan said in anger after Miss got hurt. I'm not super angry about it anymore. I'm keeping it in mind, but I don't really hold anger for it anymore. But anyway, that is behind me now. When I told Sam about that, when he saw Rylan again, he shot him. Sam shot Rylan in the leg. Nothing that he couldn't pick himself back up from, but I was very, very upset with Sam for doing that. And now I feel like I feel like there are certain things that I have to keep from him because I don't want him to lash out and hurt someone and potentially make things worse. I care about Sam a lot. I don't want to keep anything from him, but I don't want him to... I don't want him to hurt anyone, I guess.
You cannot blame yourselves for one's actions. As much as you try to.
I guess so. That's what I mean by I feel like I'm caught in the middle in a weird sense. I don't know. I want to be able to tell my best friend when something happens to me, but I don't want him to... I also don't want him to lash out, so I don't know if there's certain things that I shouldn't tell him. I don't know. It's weird. I didn't think this would be a balance I would ever have to consider.
There will always be a reaction to the choices you make. Whether you had chosen to tell him or not, consequence would have followed.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. Fair enough. I know he's probably gonna freak out when he sees my leg. Which, not freak out like in a bad way, just he'll be really worried, and I feel bad enough worrying him. I think I just need to sit and talk with him. Which I hope I get to do that soon. But anyway.
Sorry, I tend to listen more than I tend to talk.
That's fair. I get that. I'm wondering what he'll say when he finds out that everybody, or a good chunk of us, went to the Scorch. I don't think he's very familiar with the Scorch, but I don't know.
Well, if he's
Think it'll be-
smart, he'll think it's a terrible idea.
You think the same?
I tried to convince Xenius multiple times not to go. Well, the conversations were never grandiose or in public. I did try.
Yeah. I hear that.
It just... No matter what way I look at it, seems so utterly idiotic.
Yeah, I truthfully I didn't want him to go either. Thought it was a bad enough idea for him going out to look for this person, this group of people that attacked us.
I don't... There are consequences.
Mm-hmm.
I understand his worry about letting this general go. He's worried it puts a target on our back. I simply can't fathom how he doesn't understand that going after him will also put a target on our back, one that is much more obvious.
Mm-hmm.
People are the scariest thing in this world, not the infected.
That I can agree with. I don't know. I just he says he's so tired of all this.
I'm sure he is. Yet he's incredibly stubborn.
Oh, yeah, absolutely he is.
You know, right before he decided to leave, we were talking about how, well, perhaps we could settle down, actually make a life here. Put our crimes behind us and just exist.
Mm-hmm.
Like a fool, I believed him. Because I look at him and it doesn't sound so bad. And then he leaves, and I can't go with, can't make sure he's all right.
Zen does a lot for the people that he cares about. And obviously now you are one of the people he cares about the most.
I'm not sure how I quite wound up in that state.
Well, either way, it's happened. He's willing to do a lot for the people that he loves. I can tell. There's a lot of little things about him that, like, even when he's talking about it, I can tell just how genuine he's being.
Well, as long as he makes it home alive, I don't care what he has to do.
Oh, he better. Listen, if you want to give him hell if he doesn't come back alright, I will help you.
Oh, believe me. If he comes back even with the smallest injury, there will be hell to pay.
I will be there helping, don't you worry. I think I actually told him that. I want to say the day before he left, it was just me and him talking, and yeah, I think I told him I would help you give him hell.
Now I just have to keep up my end of the promise and make sure this place stays running.
That's what I've been trying to do as well. On top of, well, putting up with my leg, I guess. It's always this leg for some reason. Why is it always my left leg? First it was from the Raiders' attack, now it's from falling out of a
You people
building
really
at
need
3
to stop
stories high.
injuring yourselves.
Well, for the farm, we can never stop doing that.
And yet, miraculously, I've remained mostly unscathed.
Well, I'm glad, at the very least, for that. And if it's something you ever wanted, I'd like for you to stick around.
Well, given current circumstances, I have no intention of leaving.
I have no complaints.
Well, I appreciate it. Not many people are. Well, I'm certainly not used to being so welcomed.
We're a very understanding, helpful group of people. I think we just get into our own heads too much.
Well, I hope
I know I do, at least.
in return I have proven myself to you all, that I can be helpful.
I'd say so. I mean, helping all of us after the Raiders attack. Especially, that was a really big help.
Well, people got injured. I wasn't exactly about to let that just go.
Mm-hmm.
I do have medical knowledge. I can use that to my advantage.
Yeah. I was just so... I was really worried about Quinley, and on top of that, the hand on my wound, or the wound on my hand. Jesus. Now I'm mixing up my words now. the wound on my hand wasn't I don't think it was wrapped properly the first time, so when it got hit, it kind of, yeah.
Well, even when properly wrapped, if a wound is experiencing any mass amount of pressure, it can reopen.
Yeah. It's getting a lot better though. Doesn't really hurt anymore. It's just kind of
Good.
final stages of healing, I guess. It was more so a graze than anything. So
I'm going to start walking back to my house if you'd like to join.
yeah. I should probably get to bed.
After you.
Thank you. Oh, if I can get through the door.
If you've ever like a good vantage point of the sky and the farm, I did end up making a pathway up to that guard tower.
I heard a certain something happen over there. At least I think it was that guard tower anyway.
Yes, it was. Where he took me on our first date as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, on that note, I'm going to head to bed for the night. Wake me if you need anything.
Of course.
Have a good night.
You as well. If you try not to stress so much, I'll try not to stress so much.
I will certainly
and if he
try
comes
my
back
best.
injured, if he comes back injured, we'll give him hell together.
Absolutely. Rest well.
You as well.